Okay, so we have the red Mordor player Mustafa versus the yellow man of the best player Eternal. In the map Feriendale, looks like this. One of the better maps in my opinion, and not too big, not too small. Definitely way smaller than it is actually in jungles of Farharat. Two farms, I is scouting everything, I see you. I think that's the best way to start with Mordor now, because you know, mathematically speaking, the eye is now much better start opening for Mordor than it was before, because when you would start with the eye in the 8.5 version, you would lose in total 17% armor and damage. So basically, eye was giving you 17% less damage and armor, but now the difference is only 8%, which is way less. It's like less than 50%. And Mordor can maybe, because of the Warchan being nerfed, now skip the Warchan completely and go from eye straight up to the industry. And we won't see a Corsair opening because Corsairs are badly damaged. That's a best of 9 challenge. So what we are doing, Arvas, is we are making weekly challenges. We make it quite often though lately, and I'm getting broke because every time I need to pay the winner 10 bucks. And I think that's like the third or fourth time. That's the third time we do that in the last 10 days. And that's $40 gone from your friend Shanky. $40 gone. Just like that, you know? But it's kind of, you know, creating some competition. We will get quality games. People are going to try to win. It's going to be overall much more interesting for the people to participate too. The reason of random only 1v1 is the rock, paper, scissors argument. Like a pick ban piece is not fair. It depends on the tournament, you know. The main reason why we are doing this way, Nobu, is because it's a beta version. And when we get random picks, we actually get to see multiple different matchups, to see the current standing of these factions in this meta. The beta is all about testing and discovering the matchups, how they are going, you know, which faction is favorite in this matchup. We get much more informations like that. Once the patch is, you know, established and everybody knows how to play every single matchup, we can do that, what you say, no problemo. But it's just now about discovery, you know, like figuring out what is this matchup, how is this matchup working, like, you know, pretty much like this. I will give you competition money as long as you keep doing what you do. Thank you, Apex Game, appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. I mean, guys, again, for me, it's very important. The only, I mean, guys, let's be real. The only reason I'm able to do that is because of you. You know, that's the only reason. Because you guys watching the channel, supporting the channel with the subs and stuff, and we can use this money that I make on Twitch to reinvest it into the game. I mean, the games are my favorite games. You know, I like BFME games, and I want to keep those games alive as long as I can. And I believe a game which we need to keep alive needs some competition, needs some reason for the people to play it, to keep playing it, even in 2022. It's kind of impressive that we are able to hold such a big community even after 20 years after the games got released. And you know, I like it. These games are super underrated. They deserve way more support than they actually get. And screw EA Games for abandoning those games. I will be used on the archers. Nice body blocking from Musa with the Easter links in the front. You want to use the porcupine formation for more armor though. Or Gondor. Ikan, what's up, my friend? No Corsair start? Good. They actually got nerfed Bolem, you know? That's why. My guy got eliminated in Age of Empires 2, now I can watch some BFME 2. Aule, what's up? Yeah, I saw the AOE 2 tournament, man. I'm so jealous, dude. I'm so jealous. Why is Red Bull sponsoring a AOE 2 tournament, but not sponsoring a BFME tournament? It would be so crazy. Abizians, what's up? Imagine, you know, Red Bull Gaming contacting me and saying, hey Shanks, we have a crazy idea. We are willing to sponsor a BFME tournament. We will be flying all the people in a place with like LAN connection, with webcam on their face, so we can see their reaction in real time. You will be invited to cast those games. Holy God, imagine this, you know? I would be so freaking out.
There is no curse in Elvish, Entish, or the tongues of men for this treachery.
What do we need for the sponsorship? I think what we need is a game which is server sport. This game is not even a server sport. There is no company behind this game, you know what I mean? You can't even illegally purchase this game. So I'm assuming the companies, they are not willing to sponsor a game which you can't even buy anymore in 2022, you know what I mean? Or maybe we need to get really, really big on Twitch. Like, be so big that people can't, you know, overlook us anymore. Walkie Talkie for 25 months. Thank you, Walkie Talkie. Appreciate the support.
Vulkit just resubscribed for 25 months. Ahoy. Fur Frodo.
Oh, Frodo! Für Frodo! You need to use the sound effect. Vulkat, you have a new sound effect for Frodo. Nobu, thanks for the 10. Appreciate it, man. Really means a lot.
Nobu, you tipped 10 euros. What a generous pirate. You are awesome. Thank you for these great matches. It is so much fun and the commentary makes it even better.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. And I'm also happy that...
Frodo!
Frodo! I'm also happy that you enjoy the commentary. I really enjoy it. You know, to be honest, I even enjoy commentary more than playing myself. I don't know, man. You know, also in my real life, I like to talk to people, and it's fun for me. And I'm happy that you guys enjoy it. Really means a lot. 7LM13, what's up, my friend? Thanks for your angry Theorin message as your first message in the chat. I don't know what I did to make you angry, but I'm sorry. Risia-kun, hello, have a nice stream. Thank you very much, Risia-kun.
The day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you.
Soon, Master Elf, you will
Men of
enjoy
the
the
West.
feebled hospitality of the dwarves.
Bring your pretty face to my axe!
Frodo!
Somebody unmod this Balindro, please, guys. If I think how small is the community is the part of a charm. I remember when I was playing LOL at the time, when the game was brand new. And it was great. Now I hate it with passion. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that one. Like, it shouldn't be too big, but it shouldn't be also too small. You know what I mean? But thanks for the 10 again, no, we appreciate it. Again, for everyone.
There is no curse in Elvish, Entish, or the tongues of men for this treachery.
Yikes, bro. Yikes, bro. I mean, if you don't know, guys, if you missed the announcement, we are actually about hosting a WCS, the World Championship. It's like a traditional thing in this channel. Every single year we do that. We couldn't do it the last year, but we did it in 2019 and 2020, which is, you know, pretty much like the biggest tournament ever. So we are hosting throughout the year very, very small events.
It has been too long. Oh, not long enough.
That's what she said to Ekarn. Ha ha ha. It's been too long, but not long enough, boy. It's not long enough, boy. I mean, we're about to host a World Championship, and it's gonna be hopefully great. We have 32 people in the Rise of the Witch King tournament, and 36 people in the BFME 1 tournament. So it's gonna be in November, full of streams, full of fiesta, full of competition. And hopefully I will see all of you guys in the tournament. And just so you know, every single donation, of course, and also subs and everything will be going also into the cash prize to make it simply to the best event ever. I'm happy we actually got a record this month with the subs on the channel, and I think in total it's going to be like 230, 250 euro.
The last part of the end is going to be a good one.
So far, and with the donations we are up to 300 euro, and then during the tournament we will also stream, of course, a lot, and hopefully this way we can raise it up to 1000 euro in total, the cash prize for the events. We're gonna split the prize between BFME 1 and BFME Rise of the Witch King, and I'm certainly hoping, and I will train for my life, that I will be winning the BFME 1 tournament myself. And if I win the BFME 1 tournament myself, I will redonate the money instead of taking it myself into the tournament. So better pray for me to win the event, okay? It's a huge Mordor force coming. After the first couple of minutes into the game, we have 650 command points available for Mordor and 550 command points available for Man. Man went for the arrow volley, which is on cooldown. Mordor went for all the 5 power points from the spellbook. The level 2 farm is going to be eventually taken down. Man has the chance to go for repair if he wants to, and he might need to do that because there is a force coming with black orcs. And remember what the saying is, you know, once you go black, you never go back. Look at them. Look at these fat orcs. If it's not long enough, he should be subbing to Beyond Standards. True, because if you Eisengasm knows, because he has been tier 3 sub. And by the way, Eisengam, thank you, man. That's kind of crazy. Thank you very much. But if you guys don't know, I mean, you can ask your doctor too, because Swedish scientists, okay, have proven, it's proven, and by Swedish scientists, that subscribing to the Beyond Standards channel makes your schlong very long. And we need to ask those people like Benzi, for example, or Wookie Talkie, who was just doing it for 25 times, you know? Wookie Talkie has a happy woman in his home, happy wife, trust me on that one. The marketplace is gonna be taken out. Gald knows also. It's Fiesta time, isn't it? He has repair on cooldown. The Black Oryx and Easterlings, they are mole. Oh my. Dude, look at this Paris, dude. That's unbelievable. I'm a Swedish scientist. 525 command points versus 750 command points in the bank. Mordor is definitely... I mean, Gothmog was right, dude. Gothmog was right. Remember what Gothmog was saying? The age of men is over. The time of the orc has come. Or the time of the Easterlings have come. Infantry, also rangers, and maybe you need a statue, you know, when I think about it. Because Mordor can't have debuff until you get Mouth of Sauron on the field. That's the only way. It's a level almost 3 slaughterhouse. Mordor is gonna grow rich now at this point. He's gonna make actual bank. And I wouldn't be surprised if we will get a chance to see a big hero very, very soon. A big hero would be, of course, not a Fell Beast, because there are too many archers for the Fell Beast to be impactful. But maybe a Witch King can be nice. Mouth of Sauron can be nice, you know?
The age of men is over. The time of the orc has come.
I just saw the message from Balindro in the chat. I subbed for 22 months and now I got 6 centimeters more. Now I have 17 centimeters in total. Poor guy, you know. Balindro, you are only 17 years old. It can still grow, my friend. Never give up. Never give up. There is always hope, as Aragon would like to say, you know. Okay, man is actually clumping up a big army. The farm is gonna be taken down. That's a huge Mordor force. 725.
Bring your pretty face to my axe.
Bring your pretty bring your pretty axe to my axe. I was so surprised when I first time heard, and guys, let me know in the chat. Did you guys know, for example, did you guys know that? That's a fact. That's a legit question. Did you guys know that the person was talking for Treebeard is the same person who is acting for Gimli? So the Gimli guy, was voice acting for Treebeard in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Did you guys know that? And if you did know that, another question. Did you guys also know that the actor for Smeagol was also voice acting for Witch King? Like the guy, my precious, was also the guy who was saying, "You fool, no man can kill me." Apex Gamer stream, thanks for the first time subbing with the tier 1. Appreciate it, really means a lot. Thank you.
Apex Gamer stream just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate it, really means a lot. Thank you. And enjoy the big schlong. Do you read the One Piece manga, by the way? No, I didn't read it. I mean, I used to do that.
No man can kill me.
Radre marches. With units we don't get the chance to see very often. Siege Works, maybe we will get Black Riders. About the manga of One Piece, I used to read it in the past, but I didn't read now for a long time because I got kind of bored about the long extended duration of the last chapter. Basically the area, you know, when they were fighting against Kaido, this took like literally years, and that kind of bored me.
Soon, Master Elf, you will enjoy the fabled hospitality of the dwarves.
Soon, Master... Guys, I'm actually kind of sad, I'm being honest, because Balindro was putting in so much effort today to actually make those amazing new emotes, like Horn of Gondor from Boromir, the Balrog summon, and also the Gandalf Lightning Sword, and nobody's using them in the chat. That's kind of disappointing, man, not gonna lie. Level 5 Gondor Archers, by the way, 2 of them. And man is finally getting the chance to push him back one time. But look at this catapult range. Holy guacamole, man. Did you know that in the original Return of the King movie, Aragorn was fighting Sauron? Later, yeah, I saw that actually in YouTube. I saw that. They changed that, yeah, they changed it to the scene in which he was fighting the Helm Troll. But it kind of, I'm happy that they changed that, to be honest with you. Because it would just make no sense, you know. Sauron didn't get the One Ring, so he couldn't actually get back to his form. I mean, the entire film was basically about Sauron not getting the One Ring, because it always felt like it, that if Sauron would get the One Ring, it would be pretty much GG well played. It would be pretty much GG, you know, you can win anymore. We should start again. Recently, it simply goes insane, the amount of information and important stuff that is explained and dropped. Absolutely amazing. I will definitely take a look into that then. The end of the Balrog Slayer, true. And he went for the barricade summon, by the way. And again, this force of man is not very powerful against siege. But, oh! Now you can use the death effect. Now you can use it right now. Right for ruin and the world's ending. Into the Easterlings, yeah! Oh, but they don't die. The Haradrim's behind. Dude.
A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West!
Men of the West. And by the way, I was expecting a little bit more from the Glorious Charge, but it didn't do actually a lot. I'm being honest with you. But he might at least be able to destroy this level 2 slaughterhouse. It's going to be the most important one. But look at the layout, boys. I'm telling you one thing. If the man player manages to get to the point in which he can finally get to Earthquake.
Now is the time to show our quality.
Imagine the Earthquake right on the spot, dude. Imagine how devastating this will be if the man player gets the Earthquake unlocked from the spellbook. That would be kind of crazy and creme de la creme at the same time. Nimic 10, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Means a lot. Stream elements timed out, Nobu for 10 seconds. Reason, you use many capital letters. Sorry, Nobu man, but stream elements doesn't like those capital letters for whatever reason. I don't even know how to adjust that, to be honest with you. I'm a very noob streamer when it comes to do that stuff. I'm happy that I've got Balindru, because without Balindru, this stream would be looking like pleb. Oh, we have a level 7 Turing King. That's something we don't get to see very often. I was expecting to see Boromir in this one, because Boromir has been actually changed once again in the beta. Remember the last beta we have been using, Boromir actually, the Horn of Gondor was changed to a debuff. And now the Horn of Gondor from Boromir will also be able to slow down the enemy unit's movement speed. Oh, we have Black Riders. The Nazgul, the 9 Nazguls, look at them. I'm wondering who's gonna win the 1v1 fight between them and the Knights of Dol Amroth. I mean, they should be statistically win because they are much more expensive and they are limited to 1, while you can recruit 3 of them. So mathematically speaking, they should be able to win, but we don't know. We don't know. They cost 2,000 each now. They are very expensive. They are like crazy hero counters. They can kill heroes in a few seconds too. The skull shot is kind of cause fear, you know. When you use this munition, use skull as ammunition to cause fear to enemy units. So it also deals damage, but not as much as the fire shot. In BFME 1 you can't right click on it. In BFME 1 you can either choose to shoot with that or with the fire bombs. 13 power points in the bank, getting closer to 25, and Mordor didn't even go for the 15 yet. That's gonna be a big problem for Mustafa Litan. Man is actually doing a phenomenal job this game. Radar marches open for a potential trample. 1 trample to rule them all with leadership. Didn't even switch to hold ground stance. The barbed arrow shot can also be quite nice. You can see that's like a knockback, knockdown on the ground, which makes them very, very strong. We have level 5 Ranger Battalion, which is very powerful. 11 power points in the bank. The pikemen are still remaining. Tower guards in position. Tom Bombadil will be special summon from the Man of the West player. That's gonna delay his 25 later on. Tom Bombadil is looking for a Sonic Song. He's gonna do it. but there is not much to blast. I don't think Tom Bombadil was needed, to be honest with you guys. I think it's a little bit of a waste, because he would be by 18, almost 19 power points now if he wouldn't choose Tom Bombadil, and he would be really, really close to 25, you know? Tower guards in Porcupine formation. And Tom Bombadil is dancing, chilling, the most chilled dude in Middle-earth. Mordor has actually lost a lot of map control. Now Man has the upper hand definitely in this one. Barricade is going to be eventually taken down. We hear Bombadillo screaming Bombadillo, but he has done nothing. He has done literally nothing from the summon. Again, it's a little bit of a beast. But the Mordor is now 15, which gives him the chance to go for the Worm. And the Worm is definitely able to deal a great amount of damage. So what you need to try to kill is this level 2 farm, the Marketplace, and eventually also this one before it gets to level 3. So the man player can't purchase the heavy armor. He has used the industry once again on the level 3 one behind. Black Riders are healing up over time when they are not in combat. And long shot. Oh, beautiful. Nice micro from Mustafa there on the spot. Very nice micro. The Stable is also level 3 incoming. That means very soon we will get the chance to see the Black Riders. Not the Black Riders, the Knights of Dol Amroth, I mean, sorry. Very tanky units. They can even fight against Tower Guards, you can see that, right? They are just too tanky. I think they are, for me, it's kind of a little bit of a busted unit. Yeah, you are limited to 1. They are also very expensive, but the only counter to them is actually Pikemen. And you can see they even can kill Pikemen, the elite Pikemen from Gondor, the Tower Guards. The Mordor play went actually for the Barrage. Barrage can be used either defensively or offensively. The Haradrim Archers, maybe Drummer Troll could be nice to support them with leadership, you know? Catapults. Is he gonna creep this troll with the Nazguls? They cannot be even knocked down on the ground, man. They have like knockdown resistance. Look at them. They're crazy units. Crazy units. Level 4 unlocks the Morgul Blade 2. Black Oryx finishing off the farm. Man is gonna become rich, but they actually nerfed this. Grand Harvest got nerfed this patch. It's now cheaper to purchase, but it gives you less value. So I think it gives you now only 10% instead of 15, which is a very significant nerf, you know? 5% less from every single farming effects. It's really big, actually. BFME 1 campaign, good hero. Yoda, what's up? Balindro is currently working on the Evil campaign too, and he was already able to finish the Helm's Deep. Okay, we have Death and Glory available, and Knights of Dol Amroth will be joining the battlefield also very, very soon. Beautiful trample. Again, Mustafa's biggest mistake. Doesn't like to recruit pikemen. Unlike Man player. He has a bunch of pikemen. 1, 2, 3, 4 tower guards. 5 tower guards. Actually, more tower guards than rangers. He was also purchased this one for the cheap upgrades. Heavy armor also purchased, so he's gonna become very strong. These units with heavy armor, they will be so tanky. Cloud breaking stun. You shall not pass, but he's gonna use the barrage. Tower guards also tanky. He's even knocking down his own units, but I think that was the only way he could save them. The cloud break should be gone very soon, and I believe with that being said, the Black Rider is gonna get in safety. So it's like a 15 power point against 15. I think it's kind of favoring the Mordor player because he was able to damage those units a lot. Like, a lot of them are almost dead. It means the Mordor player will be able to finish them. And yeah, because of the 15 power point again from Eternal, it's gonna delay his 25 even more. So, I mean, with 25 now, he will get the chance to pick either the EOD or the Earthquake. I still believe that in this situation, Earthquake is gonna be just much, much better. The Mordor player might go for the Gorgorov Spire Fireball. He has already the armor on the fortress, which is the requirement. So, Gorgorov Spire Fireball has an amazing animation. It looks phenomenal. But look at this tower guards, dude. Defenders of the White City. Gondor Knights with full upgrades too. I mean, he has Glorious Charge available, but he has only 1 knight. I think you need more than that, to be honest with you. You see the catapults are able to knock them down on the ground. Also very smart placement. I like the way he's placing them on the hill, which is hard for the man player to reach. Just use Glorious Charge and go ham. I think he's waiting for the Rohirrim summon. Oh, beautiful. Don't... I mean, that's a waste, dude. Why would you do that now? He's trampling. After trampling, he's using it. There is no world. I mean, okay, he want to go for this one, I believe, but he could be just waiting like 20 seconds more and use it on all of them at the same time. I think that would be a much better call in my opinion. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay. I mean, what it does, by the way, it's not lasting forever, but it gives you 100% more damage and 300% more armor, which should be making them quite strong, those units. Catapults are doing a good job, but the tower guards are doing even a better job finishing off the buildings. There comes the counter commitment with the knights, with the black riders and the lancers. They are going for the farms, and he's gonna summon the Rohirrim defensively. Again, the problem is, or you know, in my personal opinion, it's, I don't know the reason for that. The power, you know, the summons in this game, they kinda are crazily OP because you can, when you kill them, you don't get anything from it. You don't get experience, you don't get power points, but when they kill stuff from you, they actually get power points. Which, like, basically there is no downside of a summon. Even if you waste it, you don't lose anything out of that, you know what I mean? In BFME, for example, if you lose your eagles, if your opponent kills your eagles, it's, you know, you feed your opponent power points and experience points, so you need to be smart about when and where to use your summons. In this game, you can just mindlessly. Oh, Gorgoros! Fireball! The animation is looking dope though. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you can just be mindlessly, without brain usage, summon your, you know, units in any location you want. And if you lose them, it's okay, because, you know, your opponent doesn't get anything out of that. Almost 14 power points in the bank, 500 command points. And Mordor is turning this around again. What a back and forth game all the time. The Rohirrim summon from the man player was actually very questionable. The first glorious charge was even more questionable. I think he should be a little bit more patient and just be waiting a little bit longer to use it, because the Rohirrim summon was almost available in about 20 seconds. Would be just much more powerful. The farm is going to be taken down. Tom Bombadil doesn't even knock them down. I think that's one of the crazy stuff about the Black Riders. That they can't.
We are the Black Rangers.
Yeah, the Black Riders. They can't even be getting knocked down, and they can even kill Tom Bombadillo in a few seconds. Look how many tower guards. He's just spamming them like crazy. But he's still not able. Oh, son! The demon of the ancient war flame of Udu.
Balrog of Mordor.
That was good, man.
Ancient world.
That was good one, man. Nice one. That's one of the best Balrog summons I have ever seen in this game, Rise of the Witch King. That was perfect timing and the best possible location ever. Ever. Phew! One shot. One opportunity. I mean, they didn't die though. They have like heavy armor. They are quite beefy actually, but what you gonna do against that? Maybe Gandalf? Maybe Gandalf? Oh, it's a build. No! Imagine Gandalf, you know. Now, if Gandalf would come, he would say, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. But instead it's a builder. I'm bringing building materials. I mean, I think Eternal is tilted. I can feel it. I'm telling you, I 100% am certain that Eternal is super tilted about the Black Riders. There is no way he isn't. Like, this should be a sign about how tilted Eternal is. He's spamming those tower guards exclusively. He's so tilted in this game, dude. Oh, Theoden is fearing that this is the end. He's joining his ancestors. I don't even know where he is. I think he died. That's a legendary unit. But maybe you should go for a more care when you have like Theoden with Glorious Charge. I think that would be much more impactful. And, you know, man has 18 power points.
Death! What can men do against such reckless hate?
Nothing. You can do nothing about that, Theoden. You need to just accept your defeat, my friend. Arrow volley is available, which is hard to be hit when you have no stun. But in a dream world, you want to wait for your cloud break. So you want to use cloud break and then land your arrow volley. Tower guard standing by. Dude, it's unbelievable, man. It's a back and forth game, but Mordor has so much money now. He can even go for a Felbeast very soon. Can even go for the Witch King very soon. He has the Gorgorov Spire Fireball more than 50% up again. The man player went for the oil. He's gonna use the Bombo combo. He used the arrow volley somewhere. I don't know where. But hey, guess what? Guys. Level 5 or above doesn't get stunned. Okay? It means legit nothing. Nothing can stop those Black Riders anymore. Nothing. Not even Cloudbreak. I mean, you couldn't kill them before they got level 5. You couldn't kill them when you got the chance to stun them. And how you wanna deal with them now? They get automatically fear resistant the second they are level 5. Automatically. Yikes. Yikes. Army of the Dead, how you wanna chase them? How can AOD ever catch to them? I mean, it's not like they will not get one-shotted and they can always run away from it, you know? Level 6. Level 7 unlocks the Screech, which is kind of odd. Why would this be a level 7 ability? You know, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is like a meme. You can even remove this from them. You know, they don't need it because, you know, you have like 2 Fell Beasts for the Screech anyway. You have Drummer Troll Roar ability. You have the Gate Watcher expansion for the fear effect. Like, that shouldn't be allowed. You see that? That shouldn't be allowed. That's kind of broken, man. Did you guys see this? They were riding through the fully upgraded tower guards. Fully upgraded. Yeah, so thank you, bro. But almost 25. Almost 25. Come on now. You need Theoden back though. I don't know. I think. I'm not certain, but I think man can still win this. Now listen to me how, okay? You get Theoden for the Glorious Charge. You have 2 Gunner Knights, one of them being level 5. You have even the Forge Blades on them. Aggressive Stance, Rallying Call. And then Glorious Charge. Use Earthquake. Kill every expansion. Deal a lot of damage and then commit to the fortress. This can legitimately win condition. This can be look. Why they not dying, man? They're fighting against tower guards. He's gonna use AOD to kill them now. They still don't die. This is broken. It's broken. OP is crazy, dude. They just what a fucking game. I love this game. Is there anywhere else to play this online per Game Rangers? You can, I mean, you can use Game Ranger to play this online, or you can use Redmin VPN. But then you need to create a server and then give people the server address and password so they can connect to that. But the best way to play this game is through Game Ranger. It's the easiest way to play. Build has been taking down AOD. That's a tilt AOD from Eternal. Tilt and a half AOD. Trust me, he's molding right now, okay? Even though that's gonna be the game number 4 if Mustafa wins. And we should technically have a game number 5 afterwards. But I'm assuming that Eternal might not be willing to play this. Yeah, there are like lobbies on Game Ranger. You can, I mean, the best way to find people actually is through Discord though. Like we have a Discord server with like finding a match channel, looking for a game channel, and then it depends on what you want to play. You want to play BFME 1, 2 or Rise of the Witch King. You can try to use these platforms to actually get your games faster. Can you play this game on Mac? I don't know. I've never used Mac myself, to be honest with you. I cannot tell. What is this, by the way? There was a Gorgon of Spire Fireball while on the spot. Doesn't make too much sense to me. Yes, Glorious Charge. The Black Riders are just back. After all these effort that you was investing into that, they are just back in the business. Oh, now they are getting molded. They are getting melted now by the Gunner Knights. Oh, now for Wrath, now for Ruin and the Red Dawn. And they can knock them down on the ground? Who's knocking them on the ground? Can somebody... Oh, Tom Bomb. Okay. Okay, they killed them. And the thing is about them, and that's the only good thing about them in my opinion, is that they can also donate power points to you. So if you lose them, you actually give so many power points to your opponent. But for me, like just like theoretically speaking, a unit shouldn't be able to deal too much damage and be tanky at the same time. And regardless about how strong you are, your obvious counter are pikemen. And we are talking not about Rohan Spearman units, we are talking about tower guards with forge blades on them. They should be definitely dealing more damage to the Black Riders. More damage. The Rohirrim summon is almost available. And actually Mordor is kinda in a bad spot, I would say. So he's gonna eventually recruit them one more time. How fast are they getting recruited? I mean, didn't he just lose them 10 seconds ago? What? What is the speed of this recruitment? Guys, am I delusional, or did he just not lose them like 10 seconds ago on the spot. Oh. Uh-oh.
Do not let me end like this.
Do not let me end like this. Purchase a game you can't. I mean, you can if you want to buy overpriced in eBay.
How tragic.
But what you can do, Neil, is you can just go to YouTube and type BFME keys. And then you will find a video with a bajillion keys of each BFME game. Just use one of them. These games are abandoned. And the only way you can buy these games is a second-hand version, which is for like 80 bucks on eBay or Amazon. You don't need to do that. You can't go to the store anymore and buy this game. It's not on Steam either, so you need to download it legally, illegally, if this makes sense. 15 power points, 17 power points. Cloud Break has been used. Okay, now you can stun them because they are level 1 only. Into the arrow volley. They are just too tanky units, boys. I mean, that's too tanky. Like, this is too tanky, bro. They are staying on the fire, by the way, guys. For the past 20 seconds. They just turn and fight, by the way. They don't even bother running away. They could, if they wanted to. He doesn't even bother riding up. I think he want to intentionally lose this game to untilt a tunnel. That's what I'm guessing is happening right now. The farm is going to be taken down. And the barrage is available for a long time now. He didn't use it for whatever reason. Haradrim Archers, level almost 3. And there is a hero, Gothmog. He's like on the league, you know? I'm fishing. He's fishing fishes. Tomatoes. Potatoes. Do you guys know the scene in which... Gollum was biting into this raw fish? And everybody was like, you know? And everybody who's like, they are going afterwards into a restaurant and is eating sushi, which is legit the same thing. It's legit the same thing. Alright. Worm summoned. Oh. Okay, the worm summoned, yeah, to kill the level 3 steeple. Yes, sir. He's gonna rebuild it. Do it. No problem, Neil. Hopefully you will enjoy the game, my dude. The worm has finished the stable through the rebuild, but he won't be able to deal way more damage than that. Exclamation mark download in the chat. You know, it's like a instruction in text, which you can use. Trampoline coming, the barrage on your face, son. 900.
I will not submit so easily.
Oh? Nobody kills me so easily. Ha 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 ha, how tragic. Also, did you find out what happened to your YouTube channel in the end? Nothing. I mean, YouTube didn't know what happened, to be honest with you. You know? YouTube didn't know. I was contacting them. I got, like, it was so random. I wake up in the morning.
How tragic.
Oh, man, that hurts. I was waking up in the morning, I got a mail from YouTube, your channel has been determined because of community guidelines. And then I was contacting them, you know, I was like, what the heck is going on? I went on Twitter trying to figure out what. I just wanted to know why. And then they unbanned it, and then I was talking to the contact support of the YouTube partner program, and I was like, why did I get banned in the first place? And he was like, I don't know. We don't know why. They couldn't tell me why. He was checking my entire channel. He said to me, everything seems to be okay. I cannot tell you why the system got banned you. Like, it's not like a human banned me. The system, you know, the algorithm from YouTube decided to ban me. Oh, earthquake, nice. But Gorgorov is available. Dude, the upgrade on the fortress makes it quite tanky. Look, it almost dealt no damage to the fortress, you know? I believe this fortress is going to be taken down super difficult. I mean, super hard. Like, it's going to be extremely difficult to take it down. It's an auto ban, yeah, true. It's an auto ban. Hey Max, what's up? Can you help me to fix my resolution in Rise of the Witch King? The best way to fix your resolution in Rise of the Witch King, Engon, is to go. Oh, Gorgorov Spire. I don't want to talk about it. Right, that never happened. The best way to fix your solution is to go to the options.ini file and, you know, click and open the options.ini in the app data roaming my battle format love 2 rise of the Witch King files. You open it and there is a section which is called resolution, and you can manually edit this to your own screen. You know, when you, for example, have like a 4K monitor, you can, you know, put your resolution. For example, my resolution is 2560 times 1440, and I just type it manually into this resolution. It fixes my problem. Multiplayer, yeah, I think he's, as you know, Mindflyer, I think he's losing intentionally. There is no other explanation about the performance of this player in the past 10 to 15 minutes. I did and it's still not working. Then I would recommend to use Discord text support channel, you know, in which you can share screenshots about your options.ini file, about your game resolution, about how you want to change it. With more information, I think we can help you much better or easier. Golf Mog from Bombadillo. This has to be the most fiesta game in the world, because the mortal player is legit not even playing the game anymore in the last 10 minutes. I think he's AFK or something. I think so too. I think Mustafa wants more games. That's the reason. Is there a Balrog in the human base?
Don't let your kids. What's it?
Oh, I was lagging, boys. I was lagging. Oh, he was summoning Balrog before. What? Really? I mean, too bad I was lagging and I couldn't show you guys. But we have a Witch King. I can show you the Witch King on the field, boys. He's on his fell beast and doing his own thing. Trying to kill some farms left and right. Retired cast. Guys, come on now. Come on, free me, please, more. I want more. Retired casting. Nice casting. Horrible casting. He missed Balrog. Haha, hoo hoo. Oh, arrow volley. I didn't miss that one though. 18 power points. 25 is gonna lead you later on to the Rain of Fire. The EOD is gonna be available soon as well. That was the best Balrog ever and you missed it. Okay, I don't know, man. The Witch King is actually a very strong hero. When he gets dismounted, he can also use the weapon toggle, which gives him splash damage or more damage with the sword. Look, toggle sword for faster attack rate and bonus damage against heroes. And when you use the toggle, it will deal, you know, splash and will enable the screech. Look at the damage from the Witch King too, right? With the aggressive stance, he almost 2-shots them. 3-shots them. But I think every single level you take, okay, let's take 578, 606. So how much more is that? Like 30 more, almost 30 more damage. I think you need to be like level 7 to kill them with 2 shots, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, you need to be like level 7, I think. Then you can 2-shot them. Okay, AoD is available. Too bad it's not very good against, you know, buildings. It's not that good against buildings, but he can summon Rohirrim very soon. It's a very strong fortress, by the way. It will take you some time to destroy it. Always love the non-mounted Witch King. And Witch King, when he's on foot, is actually kind of... you know, when you like the unmounted Witch King, I think the Witch King of Angmar is better. Or, like in the films, kill Theoden, and then Eowyn will show up. I will kill you if you touch him. Okay, Ranger summon. Rohirrim almost available. EOD is available. Can he do it though? Is he gonna use EOD here? Gorgoroth is reloading, so you wanna be fast. 400 command points for men and 550 for Mordor. That's what the game has become after having a phenomenal back and forth game. Now we are coming to this spot, and that's a perfect proof. Imagine how long this game lasts for. Imagine that. This is the longest game ever, I think, in this beta. And yet again, the only hero we see from men is Theoden. We have seen everything what this faction has to offer beside the heroes. Not even Boromir, who has been reworked plenty of times. Imagine you have like Gandalf by now, you know what I mean? But no, who needs heroes? You can spam tower guards. I want to see heroes, boys. You know, flame me all you want. But the best thing about Lord of the Rings are heroes, man. Gondor calls for it, and Rohan will answer, master the Rohirrim. And what is so good about this beta is that a patch notes list of what has been changed over time to each beta, because the last one I played is 1.06 BFME 2. I mean, first of all, that's not BFME 2. That's actually the expansion, the Rise of the Witch King, which is on the patch 2.02. The beta has been changed 10 times, and it will eventually be changed again 10 more times until it's finally ready to be released, and then you can read the full changelog in the final version, which will be released to the public. This one is only for active people who are playing this game, the beta, just to test the actual balance and the current standing of each faction in each matchup. But you are talking about, oh, the Gorgorov! Oh, I thought this has like a minimum range, but it actually doesn't have a big commitment. And you are talking about BFME 2 1.06. It's also not accurate anymore. So basically, BFME 2 people, they're using the patch 1.09 version 2.0 right now, but they're also working on the version 3.0. Luckily, even though EA Games abandoned all the games back in 2010, the community of each game has not given up the games, and they keep working on improvements to make the game much more balanced and also much more enjoyable. If you are more into the BFME 2, I would highly recommend you to play the BFME 2 on the patch 1.09 version 2. It has the best looking animations, best looking graphics. They have done a phenomenal job about the visuals and, you know, effects, animations, textures. It looks really, really nice. Yes, 1.09 version 2. This is the best looking patch ever, you know. When you are into this amazing HD details, textures, this is gonna be your game. But again, this is Rise of the Witch King, so what Rise of the Witch King does is it adds a new faction. So Rise of the Witch King, it adds the faction of the Witch King, which is the Angmar faction. And also in addition to that, every single faction that is existing in BFME 2 has also more units in this game, in this expansion. The Rain of Fire, dum 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 dum. Atomic bomb on your face, son. Oh, this game though. The Witch King is coming. He's like, I'm gonna finish this game now. Actually, he deals great amount of damage to the fort too. There is nothing that can hurt him. There is nothing that can hurt the Witch King, but there is a mouth of Sauron. He's... Oh, Barrage! He's flying! He's going ham, but you are against man, dude. He can rebuild it. He's gonna rebuild it indeed. Now the Witch King is being chunked. He's very vulnerable against fire or arrows. The Witch King, the mouth of Sauron against Theoden King. The Tom Bombadil is here. I'm here to save the day. Get knocked down. This poor dude, man. Mouth of Sauron got bullied in the films by Aragorn. Now he's getting bullied from Mustafa and Ethelred at the same time. You know, he kind of barraged his own Mouth of Sauron, sent him flying. Now Tom Bombadil is punching him in the face. The Witch King is committing. Rebuild is on cooldown, and I cannot believe that. I still cannot believe that. Mordor will be able to win this game. Can you guys imagine this? How?
You fool. No man can kill me.
How, man? How is this possible, man? How can this be an expansion if even graphics change? What do you mean? Every game is going on YouTube. Every single one of them. And to be honest, I do it for memories too, you know? I believe BFME games are one of those games, even when you take a break from it, even if you stop playing the game for a while, you will always get back to it at some point. And maybe in 10 years from now or in 15 years from now, the games are gonna be way less active, maybe even dead. And then I'm happy to have all of these games on YouTube, because people can still find that on YouTube. It's never lost, you know? You can always watch those games even 10 years later and memorize those beautiful days we had back in the day, you know? I mean, I'm so happy. From time to time, I'm always, you know, in order to refresh my memories, I'm always going to YouTube, watching some games from World Championship 2019, 2020, just to see the hype, the feeling, the emotions we had back in the day. You know, it was kind of crazy and phenomenal. But maybe if we are lucky, dude, maybe one company is gonna decide to make a BFME 3, and all of a sudden, we don't need to be worried about the future anymore. So we have 2 Malone 3s, barracks opening for Mustafa. He likes the Alban faction the most, so he will be definitely knowing what to do in this matchup. And we have the Yellow Engma Play Eternal, opening with 2 Mills, Hall of the Kingsman into the 3rd Mill. Ihr habt mit dem Herrn der Ringe Living Card Game angefangen und also das... Okay, nice. Ich kann es auch mal probieren. By the way, guy, you can also say hello to the people on that who are watching from YouTube. Yeah, you can see that now. We have a chat displayed for the people on YouTube. I don't know why, but I like fantasy strategy games more than historical ones. Yeah, true. Me too, man. Because the thing is, oh, he's gonna creep this, by the way, of the bottom right side. The builder is running for his life. Because the thing is, I mean, there are multiple reasons why I like BFME games. One of them, of course, being that it's based on Lord of the Rings. You know, it's like you watch the films every single time you play the game, especially when you play BFME 1. And then, what makes it so unique are PowerPoints and heroes, you know? And that's why I'm always complaining about less heroes in this game, because you can always play Age of Empires or something when you want to just spam all the time units, which makes this game great. In my opinion, are the heroes, the PowerPoints, that is unique to this game. Like you have Aragorn, for example, fighting with his sword, getting under his sword, getting a power spike, leading the army with leadership to the battle, you know? That makes it so unique.
They've had enough for now.
Yet enough for now. We need a tournament about pros versus brutal AI. I mean, every pro can beat easily 1v1 brutal AI. Every one of them. The current bet is over, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. My brain is making this, but I'm assuming it is. 2 Malone 3s has been taken down, by the way. Ingmar is creeping this in the meantime. The counter push with 1 Lorien warrior, they should be able to win this fight against Gundabad orcs. But you can always try to save them. And the beautiful part about them is they can respawn over time anyway. Siege tournament. I used to also play Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. I used to play that in the past, like in 2004, 5, something like this. I used to play this for a while in single player though, never multiplayer. It was also quite fun. There was another a lot of Rings strategy game, not RTS game though, not this kind of game. There are only 3 games like that: BFME 1, BFME 2, and Rise of the Witch King. I mean, there are so many Lord of the Rings games, of course, like the Two Towers, the Return of the King on Xbox, on PlayStation. You can still play them if you want to, but I'm not into these games, to be honest. Even though they are Lord of the Rings based, but I still don't enjoy them. I was also trying to play Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, I think it was called. Something similar to Lord of the Rings. It's basically Lord of the Rings because it's covering also pretty much Sauron, Shelob, and all of that stuff. But I still couldn't enjoy it that much, you know? Okay, trample. What game, sorry? Shadow of War, I think it's called. Or Shadow of Mordor, or something like this. Total War, Medieval 2, 3rd each mod was great. Never heard and never played, my friend, but I can take a look into that. Did you like the Rings of Power? I have mixed feelings about that, you know. I would not rate it above 5 out of 10. Because it's based on Lord of the Rings and it's not even coming close to the performance into the hype the Lord of the Rings trilogy was creating. The acting, I didn't like the acting, to be honest, from the majority of the people. There were some good actors, but none of them were really outstanding and great. I disliked Galadriel completely, if I'm being honest with you. And also, I don't know, man, the story, the script, the dialogues, everything is lacking soul, you know, like on the paper it looks phenomenal, the animations are looking phenomenal, it's the most expensive series of all time. That's a big announcement if you make that, but it doesn't have a soul, you know. Like think about how Aragorn actor was acting, for example, how Gandalf was acting in trilogy. Think about the soul effect. They were adding so much hype into it, so much presence into it. Think about the speech of Theoden in Minas Tirith. There was some hype moment, you know what I mean? The speech, the acting, all of that was turning it into a perfection pretty much. But you didn't have this kind of feeling in the Rings of Power. At least I didn't. I know some of my friends are completely into that, but I couldn't enjoy it that much, you know? Maybe it's because I was comparing it too much with the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Maybe that's why. Malon 3 is going to be taken down.
We'll get him later. They've had enough for now.
We had enough for now.
Let your bow sing.
It's bad for soul, but good for wallet. Yeah, dude, when Rings of Power is managing to get more people to the BFME games, I would fall in love with that. I would fall in love with that. When that's the case, when we get more players out of that. Because what this game needs the most are more players, boys. That's what this game needs the most, you know? Hey, Arjan. Lol, speech of Theoden, wasn't he like deaf? No, he wasn't, dude. What the heck? A sword day, a red day, ere the sun rises. Him riding and saying, Eoma, take your Eorets down to the red, left flank or something. And fear no darkness. Arise, arise, riders of Theoden. Oh my goodness, and you are saying it's all deaf. Are you even Lord of the Rings fan, my friend? Even when I talk about it, I get fucking goosebumps, man. Come on now. The emotions behind it, the scene, the transition, the music, all of that, all the harmony put into one scene and turn it into a perfection. There was all of that. Theoden's acting. Merry being mounted to Eowyn. Eowyn wanna fight as a shield maiden of Rohan. She's hiding to be a Rohirrim. All of that. Which came to this situation. Gondor calls for aid. Rohan will answer. Master the Rohirrim. They gather Rohirrim. They ride to war. Minas Tirith is burning. Orcs are everywhere. Yeah, the good ones are getting overwhelmed. And then just in the last possible second, the Rohirrim arrive. And that's not only death. That's perfection, okay? 525 command points against 575. I like Age of Mythology too, yeah, definitely. Age of Mythology is definitely my second most favorite RTS game. Super underrated, very enjoyable for me. I will play this game also in the future. I have it on my PC.
Man should have stayed in White City. Roga show you strength of trolls!
Roga show you strength of trolls! Limbo, what's up, my friend? Welcome. Okay, sorry, maybe I remember wrong. You definitely do. So you need to now go to YouTube and type Theoden's speech. I remember, I mean, I watched it like 100 times.
They cannot stop the goblins!
They cannot stop the goblins. But you know what is important? I think what is also important alongside with acting, the script and the show is also the music, boys. What makes Lord of the Rings to Lord of the Rings, the trilogy to trilogy, is also the music. Like, think about the Minas Tirith Theoden speech. When they are riding finally, when they are engaging, and they are running pretty much blindly into the pikemen. They know they will eventually die. But you feel this desperate attempt of trying to overwhelm the evil forces. You feel it. They are scared, they are frightened, you know? But they know they need to do it anyway. You know what I mean? You are riding into your certain death, you know? And then the music kicks in when they are riding, and it becomes louder every time. And then you see the Rohirrim, they're riding and they become almost immune with the glorious charge. They've got buff like crazy, dude. Glorious charge leadership from Theoden, Eoma, and even Cloudbreak, everything stacked together. OP, by the way. Crazy, it needs to be nerfed next patch. And they get shot with the arrows and with the spears. They keep riding. And then you see Eoma's face, you know. Oh my goodness, man. Don't get me started with that stuff, dude. It gets me always crazy hyped, you know. 510 command points against 575. Iris, what's up? Death, right to ruin and the world's ending. There he goes. bursts with grief upon discovering Theoden and Eowyn's bodies. He orders a reckless charge, and the riders cry death with one voice. That sounds also good, okay?
What is it?
What a week has been through. The whites are going ham though. That's an important Malone tree. He will be able to take it down. It's pretty good. Steve in the book is short. I mean, to be honest, it's also about the director. You know what I mean? The guy has been doing a phenomenal job. Peter Jackson was the right man to make the show happen. Definitely. I mean, Saruman actor, the voice of Saruman, the way they introduced the story in the Fellowship of the Ring, the presence of every single one of them. Samwise Gamgee, phenomenal actor, by the way. I never cried during a film, never ever cry, but I cried when he was talking to Frodo. Frodo couldn't do it anymore. Frodo was a bitch at the end of the day, in my opinion. Samwise Gamgee was the real hero. He was the best friend. I wish I had a friend like him in real life too. He was so desperate. He was like, I cannot carry it for you, but I can carry you. And then the music again, it's important. The emotional music has to kick in. And all of a sudden you see the young boy Shanks back in 2005 or 2003, 2002, crying like a little girl. Oh, Sam. And I admit it. And even now when I'm 32, 20 years later, I would eventually still cry, I'm being honest with you guys. Big harassment is going on with the cavalry. I met Sam in real life, really? I think Lord of the Rings is underrated. What did you think about the Hobbit trilogy? It's not that good. I mean, it's better than Rings of Power. It's better than Rings of Power, but it's not as good as the trilogy, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's the problem what they do, you know what I mean? Like, the problem is, maybe when you see the Hobbit trilogy as an individual trilogy, independent, and not relying on the Lord of the Rings, then you will like it. Maybe if they would make the Hobbit trilogy first, and then make the Lord of the Rings trilogy after, it would be much, much better. But what they eventually did, after making the first trilogy, they hired the expectations of the people so much. Like, it was so hard to top that, you know what I mean? Like, the acting, the music, everything was so hard to be topped from anything else. And maybe that's the reason why people dislike the Hobbit trilogy so much. I mean, there are of course some people who like it, who enjoyed it, but I'm assuming the majority of the people disliked it. And maybe that's the reason why they disliked it in the first place, you know? Because the trilogy was just too much, to put the bar extremely high, and you couldn't reach it. Not even talking about overcoming it, you know? You couldn't. People can literally feel the love that was put into the production of the trilogy. It was a huge difference in production. Yeah, exactly, dudes. No CGI in the normal trilogy. So many actors. You can even, you know, watch the behind the scenes and see the organization behind it. Everybody was passionate about it. You know, they wanted to make a great job. And nowadays, you don't have this anymore. Another person I agree with you. I read the Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Silmarillion, the films of Lord of the Rings did. The books read it. Hobbit was not good in Rings of Power. Let's pretend it never existed. I mean, The Hobbit was not horrible. It's not like it was not watchable. I still watched it. But it's not as good as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You can't compare it, you know what I mean? Oh! What shenanigans! Sorcerer shenanigans! But this was crazy animation, by the way. What the heck was that? Oh, what? He killed so much. What did he do? Hold on, what did he do, guys? The corpse rain, I think it was. It was crazy stuff, man. But I can't even see it, the corpse rain. The trilogy had lots of CGI, but it was well executed. But I think the orcs, I mean, of course, some of them, I mean, you can't add like 5,000 people into the scene. But I think the orcs, the orcs we have seen, Gothmog, for example, was not CGI, you know what I mean? Sharku, I mean, say it, Lords was not CGI either. These were normal humans with makeup. I also think some movies shouldn't be made for younger audience. Some movies are dark and stuff, and changing this vibe kills the movie. Yeah, exactly. And I think the production of the films nowadays is about much more about religion and this color perspective, they want to please everyone, and then they end up pleasing nobody. And I think you shouldn't put too much politics into making a film, you know what I mean? You should make a film, focus on what is relevant, and don't worry about politics that much as a filmmaker. You shouldn't be worried about that one, to be honest. Like, this forced anti-racism is just boring, in my opinion. This just doesn't make any sense. That doesn't fit into Lord of the Rings, first of all, and it makes everything so less enjoyable. I mean, level 3 Hobbit, not Hobbit, this dude, Glorfindel. Look at this, man. What is going on, man? How crazy is this? Oh my. Who is doing this, man? How are they doing this, boys? They died though to Halgir. They kill everything before they died. It's kind of crazy, man. The white summon has been used. I mean, look at the Davy Jones CGI in Pirates of the Caribbean, and then look at the stuff from, I don't know, like Doctor Strange movie, like WTF 5 steps backwards, but 15 years between. True. Davy Jones was also nice. The Pirates of the Caribbean, I also liked that. Used to like that. Then this thing happened between Amber Heard and also Johnny Depp, and then I heard that Johnny Depp won't be in the Pirates of the Caribbean anymore. And if that's gonna be the case, I will never watch it. Like, when you think about Pirates of the Caribbean, the first name, the first character you will always think about first is Captain Jack Sparrow. You know, that's the first name you will get into your mind. Even 15 years from now, if anybody will ask you what reminds you the Pirates of the Caribbean, you will say Captain Jack Sparrow. That's the unique character of the show, and when you remove him or replace him with any other actor, it wouldn't make any sense, you know? 1000 command points against 810. I mean, this sorcerers are actually popping off, by the way, guys. They have been popping off a lot. But I don't see this. Oh, he went for Rogash. He was asking why Eternal is not making expensive units. There you go, my friend. You got Rogash. Rogash will show you the strength of trolls. It's gonna pop off. Galvin Rogash is also very good wombo combo because Rogash has splash damage. But I cannot. Corpse Rain. Look, here it's called Corpse Rain. And this one, yeah, this one. They have been using this one, okay. Target units and structures receive heavy damage. They receive heavy damage indeed. Rogash is diving in. The Blight, Cloudbreak to counter the Blight. Again, beautiful hit. You see the splash damage, he's able to hit multiple units at the same time. Turn on the Lancers now. Why are they scared though? What are they scared about? Do you guys see this? They cannot move for whatever reason. They're gonna be frozen. Dude, they cannot move. Look, they cannot move, boys. But there are so many Mirkwoods up on the field. Okay, the sorcerers are gone. I think the Mirkwoods are gonna shut down the sorcerers a lot. We went for Morgomir too. We need this dude to be level 5. That's gonna be the part where the fun begins, you know? That's where the fun begins, because then you can fell wind and leap on their face, you know? It would be kind of crazy. Okay, the wolf packs, they will eat those pikemen alive. Literally, the best counter in the game. But this is a clumped elven army, and remember the Ingmar has no access to the Watcher. And the problem is the Blight can be totally countered by the Cloudbreak. Totally. Because what Cloudbreak does besides stunning the enemy units, also heals your own units. Oh, they are frozen. Uh-oh. This dude, look. Do you see sorcerers are actually kind of crazy, dude? They're frozen a full army. Imagine you had like this ability available now. You can go in position. He's gonna freeze them one more time. He's waiting. But imagine you had this one. You freeze them, you get in location, and just before the freeze ends, you jump on their head. How is he attacking them? Okay, that was kind of wasted, to be honest. He was attacking them, but I think they were kind of unkillable during this time. Okay? But Ingmar has so many bombo combo potential when you think about that. The Cloudbreak is going to lead you later on to the Flood. Flood is definitely crazy strong. Look at this layout. With the Flood, you can deal devastating amount of damage to this. infrastructure from Ingmar. Rogash level 3, 2 more levels needed for the leap attack. And again, leap attack from Rogash is looking phenomenal. It has such a great animation too. He jumps in the sky with his sword in his hands, and then like this is like a slow motion effect. It looks phenomenal.
I come to serve the twilight.
I think we need ranges though. I think what you need is the old school OG Wombo combo, which is Felwind Longshot, easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know? But he gets those sorcerers on the field. The problem is, I think you need to be in the range to use the Corpse Rain, and if Mustafa is paying attention, he will be able to kill you before you can cast this. The sorcerers are great, they can influence the outcome of the fight, but they are also very squishy and can be easily killed. So we will find out. Sunday boyfriend me show? True. True. Alright, so Rogash is going ham. 9 power points in the bank, Felwind available, Warchant available. We are looking for this Fiesta hitting like a truck moment. That's what we are aiming for, okay? 2 more levels, definitely doable. Again, this dude has splash damage, so when you can clump them into one location and then hit one single time, you can end up killing like 2 battalions of units with one strike. He has also ants up on the field, and is going a little bit too far. It would be kind of crazy if you can also steal the ants, by the way, with this dude. Heidi, what are you hiding? What is Heidi? He froze his own units? Huh? Is this possible? Heidi, run! He froze his own troll. Heidi is stupid. Good. Oh, he healed him? Oh man, he was playing with fire for no reason. That's kind of crazy, dude. You can also freeze your own units, I guess. It's gonna freeze them locked permanently. We have now Rogash almost level 4. The Ant is falling and killing a lot of units, by the way, like the Monorians. Oh, okay. Alright. Now we have reached the point in which it's not gonna be fun to play against elves anymore, boys. The Silver Tone Arrow purchase. Look at this Fiesta! Fiesta game! Oh my! How? How many times do we see that? Yeah, this is not fun anymore to play against that, dude. It's not fun anymore to play against that, dude. Oh, you can't believe me on that one. It's not fun to play against this Mirk Boots with Silvertone arrows anymore, man. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Aldir is chilling. He's level 5, by the way. Will also give them leadership too. Yikes, bro. Yikes, bro. I mean, he went for the Elven Wood and missed. And then Cloudbreak. So he can still go after the Elven Wood for the Ants, or now even for the Eagles. Or he can just save up for the 25, which would be, I think, the better choice. Even though the Engma has like 0 counters to Eagles, which can even give you the chance to get the Eagle Nest and then recruit the Giant Eagle from your fortress, if you want to. I mean, he has Hill Trolls with the armor upgrade from this building. But in reality, what you need are those catapults. The Trollstone Throwers, they are the only way you can actually counter that Mirkwood army. Or, again, like I said before, you need just the Dark Rangers and, oh my, one-shotted. You need Dark Rangers and then you need the banner to get them to level 2 to unlock Longshot. You get 4 or 5 of them, you group them all together with the Felwin and you land multiple Longshots to kill all the Mirkwoods. Otherwise, you cannot win the fight. There is no way you can win against 4 or 5 Mirkwoods with Silvertone arrows. Army against army, you don't stand a chance. Even with heavy armor, the Hill Trolls, they would get smashed. He's pushing also from this location. The Troll is going to be creeped. He's going to freeze this mill to protect it. I mean, I'm telling you, we reached a certain point in the game in which one single fight, and you see, boys, you see...
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Gian, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. You see how longer the duration, how longer the cooldown of the Blight is compared to the Cloudbreak. The Cloudbreak has been used after the Blight. It's up already, but Blight still needs more than a quarter. What is the cooldown difference? It's above 15 power points summon, and we cannot tell that Blight is much more powerful than Cloudbreak. I think it's not the case. Either the Cloudbreak has just really low cooldown, or Blight has just like a really long cooldown. No, I mean, double. If you don't know, the Mirkwoods are better. And you have Mirkwoods with Silvertone arrows, they are better than Nolders. They deal way more damage than Nolders, way more. I mean, the Mirkwoods are legit the best archer in the game. The Nolders are only better than them if the Mirkwoods have no Silverton arrows. Are you German? I'm living in Germany, but I'm Turkish. I'm a Turkish guy living in Germany. Alright, this one is gonna be creeped. Destroyed, I mean. I think the only way you can deal with that is 25 power point, you know, and an avalanche on their face or something. Avalanche, kill all of them. Again, important hero is going to be the Rogash. He's only one level away from the leap attack, which can definitely be devastating. He's quite tanky too, but even he will take a lot of damage. And there comes the legendary Giant Eagle. You have 0 counters to that. It will be holy moly. He's gonna summon now the reinforcements of Voldor. But he has again no unit that can deal with this eagle, and the eagle can get more and more experience. We have also heroes like Morgomir, Witch King is missing, Rogash is being chunked, and still no, I mean now finally he has like rangers now. He's gonna also buy the banner on them, which unlocks automatically the long shot. And we will see. Lancers with Forge Blades, the level 3 mill, no Snowbind available. It will be going down definitely. With Forge Blades, 2 of them, they can burst it down very quickly. Rogash is running for his life, still not there. This is useless. You can't, I mean, this ability can be useful in some situations, but useless in many others. Oh, boom, boom, the Wombo combo, you see? As easy as that. As easy as that, boys. Long shot, Felbit. And then you can kill all the army. I think there was a waste to use it here. You should be using it right here on the spot instead. Level 3 mills are going down from Ingmar over and over again. Elves are very strong, level 4 unlocked. Elvin is on cooldown. I don't know what Rogash is planning to do, but I think it's too risky to go ham and tank all these Silverton arrows on your face, son. He cannot play the game, he's too slow for the elves. Elves in late game with this setup are unbeatable army-wise. There is no army that can face that in a consistent way. Look, this Black Numenorians, he's gonna go for the Blight. But again, you can use Cloud Break to, yeah, you see, Cloud Break insta counters that fully. While, and there comes the 25 power point, which is Sunflare, killing all the army, destroying all the, actually, this is so strong, what the heck, man? It one-shotted the army, and it killed level 3 production building too. And Eternal will leave the game. That's gonna be a 5-0 victory for Mustafa